This is going to be the fourth year I've used this nativity scene. It's stored outside, so a good dusting is in order. After I've gotten it dusted, I can just lift these up and stab them straight into the grass, and they stick really nicely. It's so easy I can even pull them up when I mow. Now, I'm going to use this same can of paint. It's a quart, and this is the third time I've used this. And it's enough to give a nice little coat of white paint to kind of get that glistening look. And I do it every year, and it's excellent because it waterproofs and it reflects the floodlights really well. I like these weenie rollers. They're really fast, and I especially want to hit the edges because it's plywood. I want to keep that waterproof, so just going around really quickly and using that weenie roller does the trick. This took me about 8 minutes in real time to do, and I'm rejoicing. Now I'm going to show you, I took some PVC pipe and I put an elbow at the end and some couplers, 2 couplers, and I cut it into pieces to make it easy storage. And at the end, take a look, I have a fishing string, and at the very end a little fishing swivel. Now I'm going to take that swivel and attach it to my homemade star here. This is just a piece of wood I cut and a couple of points I put on the outside, covered it with glitter, and when this thing hits the light, it just sparkles and the wind hits it and it turns continuously. Luckily, I have a flag standard on my house for the American flag, and I can put this star in and attach it, and it stays there for the duration of the Christmas season. Well, the wiring on this is fairly simple. I take one of these triple octopuses where I can just plug it into the extension cord, and on the end I have 3 outlets, so I use 2 for each of these LED floodlights. Very inexpensive, they're bright, and about 6 watts of electricity. And in the middle I have one of these laser shiners that throws out about 100 little colored dots and adds a little bit to the mix. You can see here the lasers in the middle, the floodlights are on the outside, and I want to put a little covering over it to shed rain and kind of make this not visible. Now, a few years ago I made this banner. I think it cost me around 60 bucks. But I've used it, I believe this is the 4th or 5th Christmas, so it's getting down to about $10 a year. And if I live long enough, it might even get down to a couple bucks a year. I guess that's a pretty long life. I have the clips already up, so I can just take it and snap it right up. And I tie it down with fishing strings on the bottom and anchor it into the flower bed. When the heavy winds come, that keeps it in place. And then when we turn off the lights, this is what I get in the evening. If you're wondering, you can build this yourself. I have the instructions for you and also the patterns. Just join me at YouTube, George Vodinakis Nativity.